big warm hello to everyone. Hi, I'm Neha Garg. I'm the founder director of Kite Consulting. It gives me immense pleasure to interface with you today and talk about a high demand and interesting subject matter of immigration. Immigration has always been in the minds of most people, but never has it been so much more active than it has become in a post-COVID world. In today's scenario, everybody wants to have a safety net, and the considerations or wanting to look at migration have become largely very different from what they were previously. Today, the basic considerations for most people are determined by wanting to have a discerning country of choice where they have better employment prospects. With some, it is to have a land which gives them greater opportunities for the education of their kids. For some, it is having the citizenship of a country which gives them great social security benefits. And for others, it could just simply be having good quality of life. With different people and different considerations, we are here to shed some light today on what are the different pathways under which you can consider immigration and how Red Kite could be able to help you to put together a discerning, bespoke package built around your needs and your considerations and your investment ticket size. So opening the pathway, we're going to be touching upon 4 different areas under which you can consider immigration to foreign countries. And the very first one out of this is citizenship by investment. Now, as the name would suggest, citizenship by investment is a routing under which you're able to invest into a country's economy. This is done through different pathways. This can be done by investing into the social development fund of a country. You could invest into real estate, and real estate here could be both residential and or commercial. You could set up a business and have the ability to live, work, and study freely in the country. Now, which are these countries that we're talking about? We're talking about a fundamental access about 10 to 11 countries which offer citizenship by investment, and we've been seeing a huge spike of demand for these countries. Now, citizenship by investment has largely been dominated by a couple of countries in the Caribbean. We're talking about Grenada, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts, Nevis, and a host of other countries in the Caribbean which give you free access and visa-free arrival to 100 plus countries, apart from having all the benefits that a citizen would have as a local of that country. Fundamentally, when we're looking at the Caribbean countries, the one which has been topping the charts as far as our interface and background has been concerned with different clients has been Grenada. Grenada is interesting for various reasons. One is the ability to invest into real estate. And by real estate, we're talking about projects which could be government-approved projects. This could be a residential real estate. It could also be a hotel development where you could invest by becoming a shareholder and purchasing one room or getting into any other supported commercial real estate enterprise of the government. The advantage of Grenada is that you can qualify your entire family, your ability to cover not only your kids and spouse and immediate family. It also allows you to bring into the fold of citizenship your parents, grandparents, and unmarried siblings. We are talking about investment ticket sizes in the Caribbean starting upwards of 1.5 crores to 3 crores. This possibly is going to be the investment ticket size that you would invest in a real estate purchase in cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. And for a lot of people, it just becomes selling one investment that they hold in a real estate in India and investing a similar amount in the Caribbean, having assured returns, and in specific in Grenada, having an exit pathway after 5 years because your citizenship is maintained for perpetuity. An interesting solution for any of you who want to be looking at some great medical schools. Grenada has some of the best medical education, and a lot of children who are aspiring to study USMLE consider Grenada as a home ground of their education for medical studies. The entire process of citizenship does not require you to visit the country. It is something that you can be getting your passports in 90 days of sitting wherever you are across the world. Red Kite manages end-to-end, right from KYC to putting together your documents to identifying the investments and having your passports delivered to you in 3 months. Now, it could not go faster than this at all. Grenada, interestingly, is one of the countries which enjoys the E2 treaty with the United States, which allows you a passage under the E2 non-immigrant visa to be able to move to the United States 3 months after having your citizenship to Grenada. Of course, the other countries in the Caribbean are equally good, but Grenada stands out for the virtue of being a direct treaty country with the United States. Moving away from the Caribbean, the other choices for citizenship by investment in the Asian region, and I would particularly like to point about Turkey. Turkey is positioned brilliantly as a gateway between Europe and Asia, and is an interesting choice for a lot of people who want to be investing into real estate and want to have definitive returns. Now, Turkey boasts of a brilliant Mediterranean climate and a great investment opportunity because it allows you to invest into the country, into real estate projects. And a lot of these projects talk about assured returns. Now, this is a great opportunity because you're looking at about a 35% investment on real estate. So supposing you purchase a property today, your investment holding period is for 3 years. Your exit pathway would be 100% plus a 35% guaranteed return on investment, and you're not obligated to hold the real estate any longer as you were in the Caribbean for a period of 5 years. Now, Turkey, therefore, is highly in demand because it's closer in terms of travel and is a nice blend between the East and the West, and therefore is a consideration that most people would like to take. Turkey, again, does not require any particular background checks or source of funds. And therefore also interestingly has the ability for you to have a Turkish passport with a change of name, which has to be a Turkish name for some people who want to start off with a new identity altogether in a new country. So Turkey is yet another interesting option. Of course, citizenship again has various other countries. We're also looking at different countries apart from the Caribbean and the Asian region of Turkey. Malta is again another country which is high in demand, and therefore we're very happy to talk to people, understand your personal migration goals, and give you a customized solution basis. How much are you looking to invest, and what is the return on investment that you're looking at? But definitely, citizenship by investment is the number one choice, the fastest, quickest, and the most efficient way to get yourself a citizenship. Moving to the second pathway after citizenship by investment is residency by investment. Now, residency by investment is only different from citizenship by another angulation, which is to do about a residency period of 5 years, which then converts into citizenship. And a lot of you would be familiar with this terminology of golden visa, and golden visa has become very popular in the European countries at large, and therefore a lot of countries keep talking about the golden visa. The golden visa is nothing but essentially the PR pathway to essentially take on a citizenship after a period of 5 years, which is most likely the period that most countries have. In the European context, it opens out your corridors, so any one of the countries in Europe that you'll end up taking a PR ship on will give you the gateway and free access to all other countries in the Schengen framework. Now, out of our experience and in-demand perspective that we've drawn from clients who've been considering and wanting to be in the Schengen area, we have seen the maximum traction and demand for countries like Portugal, Malta, Spain, and Greece, and thereafter all the others. Now, the routes of investment, as I indicated earlier, in the course of citizenship remain to be the same. You could be investing by virtue of investing into a real estate fund. You invest into property with guaranteed returns on your investment, or you invest into businesses. You're free to set up a business there and conduct your business interests in the country. Or you can also look at a pathway of migrating there under specific routes. For example, Portugal in particular has the options of an entrepreneur visa and passive investment schemes. These are interesting connotations to the country. You can definitely explore these routings as well. Malta as a country allows you to also invest into funds and have dedicated returns on your investment. So for any one of you who are considering to be mobile in the European Union, you definitely want to consider one of the countries in the Schengen routing and apply for a golden visa and give the benefits of great quality of life, education, medical, and a host of other benefits. The only difference that you would have as a permanent resident as opposed to a citizen is not having the voting rights. The rest, all your benefits are at par with a citizen, and Europe would be a discerning choice for most people, as we have observed. Outside of the European Union, we're also talking about a lot of other countries. We're talking right from Singapore to Hong Kong to Australia and New Zealand, which are obviously more expensive as compared to the European Union pathways, and they can be upwards of 10 crores. Citizenship in the European Union can start from fundamental development or investment ticket size starting from 2 to 2.5 crores. So apart from the EU, there are also various other choices which are there in Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Hong Kong, United States. And we're very happy to talk to you on a one-to-one call to put together a solution that works in the best interest of you and your family, keeping your migration goals into consideration. Apart from now the citizenship and the residency by investment, the third possible pathway to get and consider movement to another country would be skilled immigration, which is done through the regular process of a skill-based, point-based framework, which is only a possibility between Australia and or Canada. And these would be two brilliant countries to consider moving with your family and calling either of these countries your home. Now, fundamentally, the four basic criteria on which the skill-based immigration works is determined by your age. And here, I think I'd like to point out is that fundamentally, the migration window stops when you turn 45. So for any of you who are below the age of 45, have great English communication, have relevant work experience of at least 2 years, and are qualified professionals should consider the pathway because it is very affordable, it is inexpensive, and naturally the best way to move into the country through getting a permanent residency of the country. So please talk to us. We do free consultations. We do not charge to assess your profile. So please get in touch with us today to understand whether you do qualify for a straightforward PR or not. The fourth pathway to move into a country, apart from citizenship, residency, and skilled immigration, would be business movement. This again is an in-depth subject matter which I'd be happy to take up on a case-to-case basis, but really depends on what the business background of the families are and which country are they wanting to essentially migrate it to. We service pretty much all of the countries which are covered under citizenship as well as residency, and all of these host brilliant pathways for business professionals who want to move into the country and start off their businesses. Briefly touching upon the countries which have been massive on interest have been Canada, and Canada offers gateway for different business pathways. You could look at a startup visa, you're looking at C11, the International Mobility Program, or looking at the provincial entrepreneur streams to get into Canada. The UK boasts of a brilliant pathway through the UK Soar representative and has been a very high demand business solution for a lot of business owners and their companies who want to establish a presence in the United Kingdom. Apart from this, Malta and most of the European countries offer very discerning platforms and very supportive scenarios for companies that want to establish their presence in the European Union and want to expand beyond the current shores of wherever they are operating. So this is a broad kaleidoscopic view of the pathways that you would have to consider immigration. And please feel free to get in touch with us at Red Kite to get yourself clear, candid opinions. In our case, we're very happy to answer as a yes or no. We do not like operating in shades of gray or answering in a maybe. So I think with value-added advice and structured advice, because we are known for giving absolutely accurate advice, so please feel free to have a non-obligation call with us and seek the inputs that would be best solutions for you and your family. Please feel free to visit us on our website, which is www.redkite.co.in, or you can also go to our global website, which is www.redkiteglobal.com. If any of you would like to have a personal consultation with me, please feel free to connect with me on my number. My number would be +91, that's the code for India, followed by the mobile, which is 9810877693. I look forward to receiving your calls and taking you through a curated pathway and a migration solution that works for you and your family. I do hope this video has given an initial insight into the various pathways that are logical solutions for you and your family to consider investments into international countries, and give you an opportunity to interface with us and get a solution to your advantage. On that note, I'd like to thank all of you for listening in. Thank you very much. And as I would classically like to say it, soar high with Red Kite. Please not forget to like, subscribe to the channel and press the bell notifications. Please keep returning back for more. I do intend to coming back with more and more interesting comment through this channel and talk to you about interesting subject matters which are of crucial importance. Stay tuned, and I look forward to interfacing with you soon. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Bye-bye.